Hello, my name is Flemming Christensen, and this is the third video in this little mini series about the Enneagram and why your blind type matters. And in this video, I will be talking about what is called the Enneagram life theme. And I will talk about how to work with your Enneagram life theme. I will also be talking about what is included in the training program that I am hosting and what is the overall learning points from this online program. So your Enneagram life theme is the dynamics, and often the dynamics, the psychological dynamics between your primary Enneagram type and your blind Enneagram type. It seems like the impact from the blind type on the primary type is giving you a theme, a principle, a pattern that is kind of moving with you in your relationships. Could be your professional relationships or your personal relationships. And it's very, very personal. It's not that we can say, or primary 3, blind on 7, this is the life theme. Primary 3, blind on 5, then this is the life theme. This is not the way it can be done. So we also need some particular designed tools to how do we work with those dynamic. There is a little hint. There are some narratives hidden in the primary and the blind type, and we can probably merge them a little bit. So a life theme could be that you have always felt like the big brother to everybody in your family and around you, that you are the one that has to take care of things, or handle practical things, being the one that steps in and solve problems. It can also be that you are the savior, that you feel that you have to save everybody and or make sure that they are not getting into trouble. It could also be that you feel that you have to be the entertainer, the clown, the one that do the ice breaking. It could also be that you have to be the executor, the tough one, the one who have to call on all the serious actions that we need to take. It could also be that you are the wise woman, the wise mother, or the wise catalyzer that makes things happen. It can be directly, it can be behind the scenes. So it can show up in many variations, but it will be something that is part of your way that you interact with other people. It can have a lighter side, a positive side, or it can also have a darker side, a little more negative side. So the wise woman that is taking care of consulting, giving great advice to other people, that could be the positive side, is showing a lot of generosity and care for other people, make other people feel seen and heard and met, and make other people kind of rise and shine in their greatness. But it could also be a way of neglecting looking at my own greatness and not spending time on how should I go out there in life because I'm serving others, or the wise part could be giving others directions or serving others directions, but it could also be come a little too heady, so I only talk about the directions, but I never walk them myself. So there are kind of both sides in the life theme. Working with them is first we have to kind of really be precise on our primary type, then we have to be precise on our blind type, and then we have to use this new vocabulary to find the theme, the dynamic, the psychology between those types. Then we have to actually use kind of law of three, because it's not that it's always the positive or the lighter sides, and it's not always the negative or the darker or qualities. It's a way of balancing them, how to integrate them and find a new quality to balance that. That new quality is kind of the hidden gem in it all, because it will kind of release a deeper sense of freedom, because you are building a totally new skill set that was not part of your primary type only. It was not part of your blind type only, but it was part of something out of the Enneagram that is actually a deeper quality, that is deeper connected to you. So when you kind of get it, a big shift will happen. And I have seen often that people kind of set them a little bit more free from their identification with their type, what is the Enneagram all about, and kind of move up the levels. So that is kind of the deeper purpose of understanding and working with primary type and blind type. The whole online training program that I have created, it's 5 modules, and it's a 3 hours per modules, and then there will be pre-videos, pre-material, pre-quizzes for preparation. So in total, this is 35 hours. You will, of course, get a diploma as a proof of participating. And if you're going for the EIA accreditation, this is actually supporting that journey. You will also be witnessing some personal coaching that I will do in the program. And it will be people that volunteer and say, hey, I would like to be a demonstrator for the rest of the class. So you can volunteer. Everything will be recorded. So if people cannot really attend one module and have to kind of look at the video, at the recordings, or people that volunteer, they will have to volunteer to that others can actually see the coaching. And if something is turning into something very, very private, we can agree that we will delete it. So you will also have access to all this material for 12 full months. So the overall learning is you will have a more precise vocabulary about your blind type, a more precise vocabulary about your primary type. You will have a whole new vocabulary about your Enneagram life theme. You will have new tools if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a leader. You will find new ways for discovering a new sort of freedom from your type and a deeper sense of meaning and purpose that is kind of hidden or held or neglected from you in your blind type. and you will have a what I call a coaching program or a path to walk. So at the end of the program, you will have had all the small pieces to build yourself a new coaching program that you can use for yourself, or you can actually give it to a coach that is kind of trained in this vocabulary. Say, hey, or would you be my coach? And what I think is also very exciting about this program is that you will combine the modern psychology, where we kind of use personality types, we talk about our primary types, and you will use and get access to some of the original teachings where we don't talk, or they did not talk, the teachers did not talk about types, they talked about points. So we will be talking about both points and the original teachings, and types and the more modern teachings. So you will have a more complete insight in how to use the Enneagram more holistically. It will be a big pleasure to see you on this training program, and I will be very delighted to share all my experience with this new angle about the Enneagram and why your blind type matters. Thank you.